Hello students, I hope you understand first 5 question of exercise 6.5 of the chapter that triangle and its properties. Now let us start with the next 3 questions which are left only with this chapter, that is question number 6, 7 and 8. These all questions are very important according to the further classes as well. Now understand these statement based questions. Question number 6. The angles P and Q and R of PQR. Understand step by step. Angles Q and R. Q and R. Two angles are given of a triangle PQR. That is triangle is PQR. Alright. Are 25 degree and 65 degree. It is given. It is also shown in the diagram as well. That angle Q is 25 degree, angle R is 65 degrees. Now, write which of the following is true. Now, we have to give the reason or just tell which statement is true. Now, which are the statements given here? Now, in a triangle, we know we have 3 sides for the triangle. Alright, side 1 is QR, second is RP, third is PQ. These 3 sides we have. Now, the relation given is PQ square, that is PQ square plus QR square is equal to RP square. Alright, now what is this relation? Actually, the relation of the sides square related to side square, always related to, in this case actually given for these 3. If 3 we observe, suppose second PQ and RP. See, PQ and RP, 2 sides, the sum of squares of 2 sides is equal to third side is given. Alright, one by one. Now selected 2 sides. Here PQ, QR, PQ, RP, RP or QR. The 3 side alternatively selected, and the statement is that the square of sum of 2 sides is equal to third side. Now this happened only in Pythagoras theorem. Alright, but the Pythagoras theorem is applied only in right angled triangle. Alright, now first of all understand that if this triangle is a right angle triangle, only then Pythagoras theorem property is applicable. And if Pythagoras theorem property is applicable, then we understand that from these 3 sides, what is hypotenuse, what is perpendicular and what is base. Step by step. First point is, as given angles are, the solution you have to write like this, that angle Q is equal to 25 degree. Alright, angle R is equal to 65 degree. Now, we know that angle Q plus angle R plus angle P is equal to 180 degree. From the which property? Angle sum property that we have already done in previous chapter, that is angle sum property. Now angle sum property told that the sum of angles of, how many angles in a triangle? 3. The sum of 3 angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Alright, so we are using that property. Now see, in this case 2 angles already given. Alright, so first of all find out the value of this angle, only then we can decide if this angle is 90, then this is a right angle triangle. If this angle is less than 90, this is acute angle triangle. And if this angle is more than 90, then obtuse angle triangle. Now let us observe first of all. Put the value of Q and R and find the value of P. Now angle P is equal to 180 degree minus angle Q. What is the value of? When we transpose these 2 angles to right hand side, we get the angles in this side. Put the value of Q, that is 25 degree plus 65 degree. What we get here? We get 180 degree minus, how much this one? 65 plus 25. What we get here? 60, 20, 80 plus 10, that is 90 degree. Alright, 25 plus 65, these two angles added and subtracted after transposing from 180, and we get angle is 90 degree. So the angle P we get is equal to 90 degree. So this angle is 90 degree. Therefore, then we write, therefore we can say that triangle, which triangle is given? PQR. PQR is right angled triangle. Alright, so we can write that PQR is right angled triangle. This is the next question actually, statement of next question. Okay, now PQR is a right angled triangle. Now what we get from all these angles? Two angles we have given. We have find out third angle with the help of angle sum property, that the sum of three angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. By using the solving the equations, we get angle P is equal to 90 degree. So if angle P is equal to 90 degree, if this is the angle of 90 degree, then tell me which side act as base or as perpendicular or as hypotenuse. So from this we can say here, understand the diagram now. The diagram is like this, that the 90 degree angle is made with the P. Alright, I give further understanding for this one is next. After this, I have put one star here and one star here. Understand from this. After this, I give you understanding at this place. Now, understand the concept. As triangle, this is actually question 6, solution 6. Further, I give you at this place. Alright, now see this one. As triangle, PQR is right angled triangle. So the diagram is like, we can again draw the diagram. Alright, let us suppose the diagram is actually like this. If we turn this, if we turn little bit this triangle, we get, if this is P, we get the 90 degree at P. Alright, and we turn this triangle, and this is 65 degree, this is 25 degree. Now tell me, now see, either this is the base or this is the base, but these two sides are not act as the hypotenuse. Actually this act as the hypotenuse, because 90 degree angle always made between base and perpendicular. This is base and this is perpendicular, this is hypotenuse. Alright, and according, so by using the Pythagoras theorem, alright, using Pythagoras property or the theorem, we get, what is the property actually? Property x square is equal to p square plus b square. Alright, x square means hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Here h act as RQ or QR. We can write in any form. Alright, then PQ square plus PR square. This is actually the relation which can be possible for this triangle. Why this triangle? Because this is a right angle triangle. From angle sum property, we already proved that this is a right angle triangle. Then from this point, I have solved here. From right angle triangle, we can use Pythagoras property. Now understand the concept. 90 degree angle always made between base and the perpendicular. Alright, these two sides, One is base and second is perpendicular. That doesn't matter which is the base, which is the perpendicular, because in the right hand side we put the square sum of these two sides. But this line actually QR line act as the hypotenuse. Now see which one is true from this. Here, which one is in this side? See, here the sum of two sides. So these two sides act as perpendicular and base, and this is act as hypotenuse. Now RP is hypotenuse? No, according to us RP is not hypotenuse, or according to triangle. QR is the hypotenuse. See, QR is hypotenuse or not? Or PQ is hypotenuse? QR or RQ? You can write in any way, that doesn't matter. The distance is similar. You can say QR or you can say RQ. The distance are similar. Yes, QR square we get. That is according to our Pythagoras property. Here PQ square, yes, PQ square plus RP square, yes, PR or RP square you can write. So you can write this as QR square is equal to PQ square plus RP square. You can write in this way, in which the question is given actually. The question is given in this form, you can write answer in this form. So this statement is true, only this is true, others are false statement that we have proved with the help of 90-degree angle. So first we use angle sum property, then we use the property, the 90-degree angle between base and perpendicular, then we use the Pythagoras property, and we prove that second statement is true. So students, you must understand this complete question and solve this question. Now come towards next question. 7th question, that is also a statement based question. Find the perimeter of the rectangle whose length is 40 centimeter and the diagonal is 41 centimeter. Now what is given first of all? The perimeter of the rectangle. Now what is a rectangle actually? Rectangle is like this diagram. We get a rectangle. Alright, what is given here? Whose length is 40. That is, this is the length of the rectangle and this is 40 centimeter. It is given. Alright. And the diagonal is 41 centimeter. Now we can select any diagonal that is 41 centimeter. Alright. Understand? Now we find out the perimeter of the rectangle. What is the formula for perimeter of the rectangle? If we understand the basic formula, that perimeter is actually sum of all the sides. Alright, or we can say 2 into L plus B. That is also the formula for the perimeter. Now, to find out the value of the perimeter, length is given. Alright, in a rectangle we can say that both the length are equal because opposite sides are equal. Alright, if this is 40, this is also 40 centimeter. Alright, but we don't know about this. This is what? And don't know about this. This is what? The breadth we don't know, na? Only the length we have. The breadth we have known with us. To find out the perimeter we require both. But what is the requirement of the diagonal? Diagonal is given to us. Now understand. With the help of the diagonal, we can find out the side of the rectangle. How we can find out? Let us start to solve. You can see in the diagram, we have a rectangle. Okay, a rectangle. When we draw a diagonal, it divides the rectangle into two triangles. You can understand from this triangle. This is a triangle. You can say A, B, C, D. This is a triangle. And this is a triangle. Which kind of triangle? Actually, this is a right angle triangle. If you understand from this, it is a right angle triangle. Why it is a right angle triangle? Because all the angles of the rectangle are 90 degree. All angles of rectangle are 90 degree. So that's why we can say this angle is act as the 90 degree angle. So from this diagram we get A, B, C, D is a rectangle in which 40 centimeter is the length and 41 is the diagonal. which is 41 centimeter. But the angle made by this triangle, this diagonal divide the given rectangle into two triangles, and each triangle is a right angle triangle because all the angles of rectangle are 90 degree. So let us start to solve the question. How we can solve, how we can find out the side of the rectangle, and then we can find out the perimeter of the rectangle. Alright, now understand this question now. Its solution is, first of all, write down that ABC. From the figure we get ABC is a right angle triangle. Now from figure we get triangle ABC is a right angled triangle. Alright, if this is a right angle triangle, then we can put the Pythagoras property on this triangle. Which kind of triangle we get here? The triangle is like this one. Again, understand the diagram. From this we get the triangle. This is a rectangle we have taken here. Alright, now this is A, this is B, which we have taken is, this is B. Alright, C and D. This is the diagonal here, which is 41 centimeter. Okay, this is the length, which is 40 centimeter, and this is the 90 degree angle. Because in rectangle all the angles are 90 degree. Alright, now so we get from this triangle we can use the Pythagoras property. So using Pythagoras property on triangle ABC. Alright, on which triangle we are using Pythagoras property? Triangle ABC. Alright, we get, what is H here? Actually, understand first that we get H is equal to 41 centimeter. This is the perpendicular and this act as base, because the 90 degree angle always made between perpendicular and base. So H is equal to 41 centimeter, P is equal to, we don't know, and base is equal to 40 centimeter. Alright, put the formula. X square is equal to P square plus B square, that is 41 square is equal to P square plus 40 square. Alright, let us solve this one, then we move further. Alright, we get here 1681 from this. Yes, no? Yeah. Here you can also write one more thing. Here you can also write for the all angles of triangle of rectangle are of 90 degree. You can write here all angles of rectangle are 90 degree. You can write it, or using the property of the rectangle. आप ये भी लिख सकते हो. Here you can write using the property of the rectangle. Alright. Now one thing left. That's why I understand. Now what we get? 41 into 41, 1681 is equal to P square plus 1600. Alright, that we get after multiplication, that 41 with 41 and 40 with 40. Now what we get here? P square is equal to 1681 minus 1600, that is 81. Whose perfect square is this one? 9 square is equal to 81. So the value of P square is equal to 9 square. That's why P is equal to 9. Simple. Alright. Understand? So P is equal to 9. That is, which side is equal to 9? This side is equal to 9 centimeter. Understand? This side is equal to 9 centimeter. Alright, now up to this, what we understand? First of all, understand that one, then we move further. Find the perimeter of a rectangle whose length is given, a diagonal is given. From the diagram, understand, this is the length, this is diagonal. Okay, we don't know about the breadth. That's why we can't find out the perimeter. So to find out the perimeter, we require breadth. To find out the breadth, we using the property that a diagonal divide two rectangle into two parts, and each triangle is a right angle triangle because all angles of rectangles are 90 degree, or using the property of the rectangle. So using Pythagoras theorem, because Pythagoras only used for the right angle triangle. Now using Pythagoras property, h square is equal to p square plus b square. What is h here? H acts as the 41 because in the right angle triangle only the longest side acts as h. This is base, and this we don't know, that we find out here. Alright, now put the value of these two numbers. After solving the equation, we get answer is 81. P square is equal to 81. 81 is perfect square of 9. So 9 square we can write. P square is equal to 9 square. That's why P is equal to 9. Now up to this, I hope you understand that we get the breadth, we get the length. Now what is the perimeter of the rectangle? You know the perimeter of the rectangle is 2 into L plus B. Alright, first understand it, then I write this question again. After that we have to do next question. Right, now after doing this one, so the perimeter of rectangle is equal to 2 into L plus B. Alright, so put the value of L is equal to 40 centimeter and B is equal to 9 centimeter. Alright, put the value of one by one, we get perimeter is equal to 2 into 40 plus 9, that is 2 multiply 49. Alright, what we get? 98 centimeter, because perimeter is also in the centimeter. So we get perimeter of the rectangle is equal to 98 centimeter. First we find out the breadth, then we find out the perimeter. I hope you understand how we can find out, how we can use the right angle triangle, how we can use the Pythagoras property, and then we find out the perimeter of right angle of rectangle. Alright.